welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the weekly reading for the sign of Capricorn. Alright guys, let's get right into it. We're going to pull out your romance angel messages and see what the nature of your relationships are going to be like this week, right? And then we'll pull out your animal spirits to see what extra energies may be coming available to you this week, or what types of characters or personality types you will be dealing with perhaps this week. And then we're going to get right into your various forecasts. All right, guys? So let's see what's happening with our Capricorn. I do have my Venus in Capricorn, so I do resonate with this energy at times. Keep an open mind. Finances and career. This card always comes out for you guys. And we have engagement. All right. So, beautiful energy. Let's go ahead and pull out your animal spirits. Now, animal spirits can be representative of all kinds of energies that may be available to you. All right. They can represent personalities you may be dealing with. They can represent stages of your life that you may be entering into or exiting from, overcoming. So let's get into it and see what's going on. Just take what resonates with you, Capricorn, all right? If it doesn't apply to you, just let it go. It's not for you. Here we go. The peacock came out earlier. Beautiful. We have, came out for Scorpio, the cosmic egg, associated with the 7th chakra, crown chakra. Peacock, of course, is air. And we have the fire ant, associated with fire, of course, right? Wow. All right, let's get right into it. The peacock is an extraordinary individual. This is an extremely special animal spirit. The peacock embodies beauty in every way. The peacock, first of all, on the outside is one of the most beautiful creatures, right? Very, very mesmerizing. And then the thing about it is that the peacock is equally as beautiful and loving on the inside. This is a very rare individual. Oftentimes when we see people who have this kind of exterior beauty, there's always something, right? They're either a little bit too prideful or boastful, they're arrogant. There's always something, right? They're just not, they're beautiful, but but the peacock is absolutely gorgeous on the inside. It's because it loves beauty in all its forms, and it sees and recognizes beauty in everything, right? And this is what makes this individual or this personality type very, very special. The eyes of the peacock feather always seem to be looking back at you. And so this is one of these type of creatures that everyone falls in love with very easily, because they're so special and they're so unique in this world where pride and ego seem to rule the day. Now, cosmic egg, associated with the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, and absolute completion. This is the final card in the deck, and so this represents burning off of karma. You're finished with a particular stage in your life. You're finished paying any karmic price or a debt that you may have. And you are absolutely complete and ready to sort of move on into a whole new stage. The possibilities are endless. Of course, that snake wrapped around the egg indicates the huge potential now for new creative outlets and new ways to express yourself and to live your life free from anything before this point. Very, very nice indeed. Total completion. And of course, within every completion, there is the seeds of a new beginning. Now, the fire ant is associated with fire energy. And of course, the fire ant is one of these individuals who is very regimented, right? Fire ants represent orderliness. This is almost sort of a soldier sort of mentality. They like to be told what to do. They like to receive orders and follow those orders. However, the fire ant can't stand if anything is out of place, right? The other thing is that they're highly irritable, right? They get pissed off very, very quickly. And this is a very hot energy, right? This could be someone who is just so rigid. you know. And anytime anything rubs against that rigidity, they simply flare up just as fire ants do. And the best way to deal with this type of personality trait is to, quite frankly, stay away, let them cool down, and perhaps begin to try to communicate with them at a later date. All right, guys, let's pull out your forecast for the week. I'm going to pull out 3 to 4 forecasts, 3-card forecasts. I used to pull out more, but the readings became too long, and I don't want the weeklies to be, you know, this whole long endeavor. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Capricorn this week. All of the weeklies will be done for cross watchers, so Aquarius will be up next, and then finally Pisces. King of Pentacles, Death, and the Page of Pentacles. Wow. All right, so never have readings, Capricorn, of course, your readings always sort of have a lot of pentacles, right? Earth energy, abundance, finances, business, and career, which is really your focus. King of Pentacles, well, this is you all over. Kings are always associated with fire, and King of Pentacles is the fiery aspect of earth. And so here we have somebody who's very passionate about business, industry, their career. This is someone who already has a track record of success under their belts, right? Oftentimes this could be a mentor, a benefactor, someone who invests in others, someone who supports the career business endeavors of others as well. And this is the energy that you're running with this week. You come into the week and you are met with death, which is complete and utter transformation. And it indicates that you are changing fundamentally in all areas of your life. Of course, you're still the King of Pentacles, but something is shifting, right? It could very well be that after all of this success and having reached so many of your goals, you're looking for something new. Because indeed, you round your week off with a Page of Pentacles, which is, of course, a new path, right? A new, young, well, I would say young because it's just beginning, right? Path in your career or your business, right? A new idea comes to you about some way that you can perhaps change the way you are working, right? Page of Pentacles is also the earthy aspect of earth. Pages are always associated with earth. Pentacles are, of course, earth. And so here we're talking about the most practical of practical people, right? Page of Pentacles is, in many ways, that handy person, right? The handyman or woman who comes along and always has a very down-to-earth practical solution to a problem, right? And also they definitely don't have any fear when it comes to overcoming little obstacles or, you know, trying to sort of fix little problems along the way on their path. And I want to say that what I feel most strongly here is that as a result of this change, this transformation coming in, which is what death represents, we are talking about you perhaps starting a new career path, right? Or a change, maybe not completely new, right? It may not be totally off from what you're already doing, but it's a new type of way of working, right? And so this week, this is what's happening for you. I think this is going to be a rejuvenation for a lot of you. Perhaps you've gotten a little bit bored with all of this success here, or you've already reached your goals in some area. You're trying to do something new, and this is how your week sort of rounds off. Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. All right, so some of you are coming in with Knight of Cups energy, and a Knight of Cups is, of course, someone who is very actively seeking a love connection, right? They're actively trying to sort of hand their cup of love to someone, present their cup of love to someone. The one thing about the Knight of Cups, though, is that he's not completely cognizant or aware of the depth of his emotions. He's only beginning to skim the surface of his emotions now. And so this is one of the reasons that this knight is not so committed, right? He tends to prance about here and there. He's always committed in the moment. He means it. He is sincere, but his feelings can change and waver because of the nature of his just beginning to understand who he is emotionally. You can see there's there's only a little stream of water in this card, and that really shows you how little he knows about himself emotionally. And so oftentimes it can take a little while for you to really figure out what it is you truly desire. And I'm not saying that you're non-committal, Capricorn, but the Knight is very sort of, you know, touch and go. He may not always stick around, and it's not because he means to hurt anyone, but it is because as he is handing his cup of love and exchanging his cup of love, he is learning more and more about himself. You come into the week with this energy, and of course there is absolutely someone you have your eye on. You have a Two of Cups, which meets you. So I'm going to say there is someone who sees you back. They see you back. You see them and they see you, right? And this is the beginning of a union, a balanced union as well. Maybe someone who's very much like you in a lot of ways. However, you round the week off with a Five of Wands, and there's competition. There's competition there. 5 is the number for power struggle, and 5 of Wands is a competitive power struggle, right? Where everyone is trying to see who's the best, who wins the day. And so just as you're coming into this individual and making this union, all of a sudden there's a lot of sort of like there's a lot of sort of energy there in terms of somebody else not being happy about it, somebody else competing perhaps for your affections or for their affections. But absolutely, as a result of you coming together with this person, perhaps beginning to date, beginning to exchange that cup of love, you guys definitely run into some dynamics here. Now, 8 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Excuse my throat, state of my voice. 8 of Cups. Some of you are coming into this week with an 8 of Cups energy, which is all about sort of turning your back, you know, turning your back on relationships that don't serve you anymore, right? This individual here has had enough of pouring their heart into cups of love that just simply give them nothing in return. And this is what this is the energy you're coming into the week with. 8 is also the number for strength and boundaries. And a lot of times 8 of Cups is where we recognize that we need stronger boundaries in place. We need to set them and enforce them, right? You know, allowing others, not only have you perhaps been pouring too much love into people or energy into people who aren't reciprocating it or giving it back to you the way you need them to, but it's also a case of people just constantly overstepping their bounds and drawing on your energy, requiring your energy. You know, people who always want you to pay attention to them. Listen to me, pay attention to me, you know, and you've had enough. And now you're saying, you know what, I need a deeper level of engagement and a higher level of connection. And I'm going to begin to sort of put a little bit more criteria in place for anyone who wants to get close to me, you know. This is discernment, and it is important to discern the type of individuals you want in your life. We have such low standards nowadays for the people that we choose to hand our heart to, and I think that that just is indicative of how little sincerity and real love there is out there amongst people. You know, we're in a society now where the almighty dollar rules the day, the ego rules the day. Everyone is constantly comparing themselves to the next person and how much better they are than the next person, how much more spiritual they are than the next person, you know, what special value they have compared to the next person. And this is really indicative of this kind of feeling, you know. And so oftentimes, you know, we just don't, a lot of times we just don't put the right sort of bar, you know. The bar is set so low, you know. You are done with it, right? You're coming into this week with an energy of raising that bar and saying, look, yeah, just telling me some nice words or just having a good laugh on a date is not enough for me. You know, because you're nice or because I can communicate with you, it's not enough for me. I need more. I need somebody who's deeper, somebody who's committed, somebody who wants to make an effort the same that I do. And so you turn your back very intentionally on this type of interaction and you move on. You're met with a 4 of Pentacles. which is a fear of financial stability, right? Something this week is threatening that financial stability, and it could very well be because this is oftentimes a fear of it. It may not really be real, but there is a fear there, and it could very well be that Capricorn, when you left this connection, right? Maybe you're taking a little bit of a hit. You know, it could be that you were involved with somebody that was helping you financially, but there was nothing else there, you know, and it was sucking all of your energy, and it really wasn't worth it. However, now you're worried a little bit about your financial stability and how are you going to move forward. But don't worry. Like I said, this is not necessarily representative of any actual fact on the ground. Your finances may indeed just be fine. Your finances and your abundance may indeed stay quite stable, and try not to worry too much, because this can lead to miserliness and greediness, because of course those are symptoms of fear. Now you round your week off with an Ace of Wands, and this is beautiful because keep an open mind. By the end of the week, even though you have a little bit of fear here, this intentional step, Eight of Cups, almost always brings good things in from the universe, because it is a difficult decision to make. But it is a decision for our ultimate betterment and progress. And whenever we make decisions for our own personal progress, genuine progress, right? Not just sort of, aggrandizing ourselves compared to others, but really making steps so that we can be better people and have better connections in our lives. The universe loves us for it. The universe pays us back in kind and tenfold, because of course this is a good energy to bring into your life, and we are all children of the universe, and the universe loves, the energies of the universe love to see us take care of ourselves, right? And so in comes an Ace of Wands, which is absolutely a possibility of a new love connection, a passionate love connection, a new avenue for creative expression. It is simply a new opportunity to follow something that means a great deal to who you are, right? Ace of Wands is also the great phallic symbol in the deck, all right? So it can indicate a connection with somebody that is very magnetic, very a high level of chemistry, a high level of physicality, and who doesn't like that? Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So this is the last reading, Capricorn. Some of you coming into this week with a beautiful cup of love. There's a new opportunity for engagement, right? There's a new opportunity for love coming in. You start your week off with this absolute energy. Whatever this opportunity is, if it hasn't just most recently come in, should be coming in to you at the very beginning of this week. And of course, you're met with a Knight of Pentacles. And so even though you are in this sort of new love kind of connection, or you are coming across a possibility of this new fountain of love in your life, I believe it may be this Knight of Pentacles that you're receiving this love from, right? This is an individual who's very much similar to you. And this could be why you're having an Ace of Cups moment with them, because they are, of course, an earthy sort of individual. I'm not going to bother telling you that you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, right? Simply because we have a Knight of Pentacles. This could be anybody who's resonating with earth energy. And we don't know the full natal chart of every single person that we encounter. Nevertheless, what you can tell from this individual is that they are a sort of a person who follows their sort of goals and ambitions. They're very methodical. They're very determined. They won't stop until they sort of achieve what they're looking out to achieve, until they achieve that task that they're searching for, that goal that they're trying to attain, right? This is somebody who's also very intelligent and clear thinking with regard to how they're going after their sort of career or business goals. And this is someone who's very much like your own energy, Capricorn. And so you enjoy that, right? However, you do round the week off with an Eight of Wands, right? An Eight of Wands is a feeling of, first of all, it's too much communication coming in. It's a chaotic amount of information or energy coming into you from those around you. And it really indicates, again, with 8 being the number for strength and boundaries, it really indicates a need to put boundaries in place so that not everything is allowed in. right? There's not all of these wands are worth sort of paying attention to, right? And so, you know, the boundaries that we enforce is a way of sort of sifting through all of the energies and individuals that we come across to really pull out the ones that are the type that we want to engage with, or pull, you know, discern the ones that are worth sort of moving forward with or investigating further, rather than letting everyone come in, everybody's energy, everybody's 2 cents come in. And so by the end of the week, it's quite interesting. This could very well be friends around you all trying to tell you what to do. This could just be mixed messages coming in from various people, or it could very well be mixed messages coming in as a result of this new connection with this Knight of Pentacles, because you haven't put boundaries in place yet. And so now you're feeling like you don't know what to do. You know, you don't know, well, how do we move forward? What do we do? What's going to turn on? How is this going to turn out? You know, a lot of times when I do private readings for individuals and they want to know what's going to happen next with a particular love connection, because there's information coming in, but they're really not sure. There's feelings, but they're not sure if the feelings are the same for the other person, right? And a lot of this, especially if they're having sort of, if this is at work, if this is like a work connection, right? And you're not sure like which way to go. I work with this person, but I have feelings for them. And so, you know, I don't know if they're flirting with me at work or if they're being nice to me at work. Well, all of this usually comes about because you haven't had a conversation with them and you haven't sort of established your boundaries, right? You haven't established what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to not accept from someone. And until you establish that, you're going to be in the land of confusion, which is 8 of Wands energy. All right, guys, this is your reading January 5th to the 11th for my lovely Capricorns. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and like that video. Leave me a comment. If you want to subscribe to see more of my videos, please do. Hit the bell for notifications. Private readings, you can follow those links at the top of your screen. But for right now, Capricorn, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your weekly. Bye-bye now.